the greatest threat to teachers in the school is not the students, it's actually the other teachers, right? That we can handle the kids, right? But oh yeah, okay. The wild ones shouldn't be there anyway, right? I mean, it's just like, look, if you're gonna go wild, please do it somewhere else. There's a whole world out there. What are you what are you doing in my classroom, right? There's a whole world out there. We live on a big giant planet. Can you not just find 1 square kilometer somewhere else to be right now? Yeah. I get it that you're not happy, but don't take it out on me. I'm not. It's not my fault, right? Not my fault. At least channel your energy in a positive way, if you can. Right. So, there was something about what you said. Oh yeah, I was talking about the threat. The threat. So the teachers say be careful. It's always good to have support and advice, but what they're saying is what they're really saying, because people never say what they think, right? So yeah, yeah, wrapped up. Yeah, but what they're really saying is you can't do that because I can't do that. That's what they're saying. Yeah, 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 yeah. They don't want you to do that because they can't do that. Because if you do that and you're successful, then they will have to do that. And they can't do that, so you better stop. They have to stop it before it starts because oh my God. And it's exactly the same principle that happens in a difference between positive and negative in human relationships, where uh, bad people don't want good people to be good, because the more good people are, the more it shines a light on how bad the bad people are, and oh my God, right? And so you have this school environment in general, which is a little bit like a pressure cooker. Pressure cooker. It's the giant pot that you put the top on and you seal the top. And usually you cook meat or something under pressure in there. It's called a pressure cooker. Yeah, yeah, and that's the system in the school. It's a giant pressure cooker, um, with a lot of noise and confusion, from time to time, a bit of education and maybe a bit of learning here and there. But it's a complex environment in which it's difficult to be successful, because being really successful means being different. And oh, oh, it's like you paint a target on your chest, right? Yeah, now you can shoot me, right? Now you can shoot me because all my kids got A's, and next year they're going into your class, and you're gonna have to, and if they don't all get A's, then you're gonna look like a bad. Then this teacher's gonna look like a bad teacher, and which is why a few things change, but not that many within that kind of environment. Not that it's wrong, because Machiavellian principles, it's better than something else, right? It's better than these kids sitting at home all day, or sitting in a bar all day, or not actually knowing what to do because their parents don't know what to do with them. And it's not their fault that they're like that, because they're just copying their parents, and oh my God, we're just looking at the effect and the cause is somewhere else. So, it's complex. There's so much there, and it's the little things that kill. And here's an example of a little thing which kills, that shouldn't exist, and no one can solve this problem. Is that to communicate with people, you need to be facing them, right? When you write on the board, you 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 break that line of attention and strength and connection. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And when that goes, you work really hard to get that, and then you turn to write something on the board, and that connection breaks, and and you have to fight to try to get it back. And so um, in Britain, this problem was recognized in the 1950s and 1960s, and to solve this problem, they created the overhead projector. You sit and you write, and there's a light, and everything you write then shines onto the board behind you. It was created in the 1960s, and it completely solved the problem. Well, where is it in the world now? It's not. It's not anywhere in the world, because it solved the problem. It solved the problem, and students started learning, and everything worked, so they got rid of it. Well, seriously. Seriously. So, because when the teacher was writing, they could keep the eye contact, they could keep a conversation, and the students could see what was on the board, and everything worked perfectly. And no, and the British government tried so hard to sabotage the education system. You know, they would say like, well, you can only have 2 or 3 of these per school, or only 1 per department. So the whole English department had like 1, and the teachers had to fight for it, which was crazy, because if they just put 1 in every classroom, then the whole problem would be solved. But they weren't interested in really solving the problem. Well, there's no there's no easy money in solving problems. You think about it carefully. There's no easy money in solving problems, because people who can't think. Yeah, because people who can't think can't make more money, because they're not creative. So it's better for them if the problems don't get solved, because then they can make money more easily, because they don't have to think about it, because the problems are everywhere as a result. So it's all these little things that could make big differences that we don't really focus on or think that much about. There's another reason why I think children don't focus, which is, I wrote down what you said, that the children don't like school. I don't think we can define it that easily. I mean, everybody says the same thing. You know, in general, I would say like, oh yeah, I know that children don't like school. But that's it's too easy way. It's just too easy a way. Yeah, yeah. So when we say children don't like school, yeah, yeah, but that's an easy way. Oh, see, again, not liking school is the effect of something else that happens somewhere else. So what is this other? Why? So then you have to go into, because not liking school is what? Why? Why don't they like school? Yeah, the point that children say they don't like school, it's not that they don't like school. It's that they're not free. They're not free. They're not free. Anyone who's not free is unhappy. You know, you don't find anyone in prison who's like, oh, I'm so happy I'm here. Right? Yeah. Yeah. You can't. You can't even go to the toilet without putting your hand in the air and letting everyone in the class know that you need to go. You need to go to the toilet. I never think about it. Yeah. Can I go to the toilet so every now and then? Yeah, everyone knows, and so everyone's got this imagination in their head of the person going to the toilet now. How are you?
I've never thought about it like that. Never.
No, it completely yeah, it's the
simple question, but cause so many.
And it's not even a problem. It's a biological function. Yeah. It's a completely normal biological function, but you're not allowed to perform this biological function without getting the permission of authority and telling everyone else in the room that you need to do something.
It might be uncomfortable for some students.
Oh, guys, remember sitting in class as a kid, like holding on for the break, right? Yeah, I'm just like, oh, I got 2 more minutes until the bell. I'm trying not to.
Concentrate because you just concentrate concentrate on this thing that you have to go. Just okay, stay here.
Yeah.
You didn't even care that the teacher is talking about something.
Yeah, and if you
It's normal thing, like you said, it's human.
yeah, you imagine you have a class of 20 kids. Always one of them. There's always one of them. Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's go.
There's always one of them sitting there going. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So there's we express this as I don't like school, or school sucks, or 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 I'm unhappy. But the real reason is that you you can't do what you want to do, and no one is really. And not only that, you can't do what you want to do, and you don't get paid for it. Because at least when you go to work,
You get paid.
you get some money for it. Yeah, at least when people go to work, even
I
if
have to go there every day, but I get paid.
yeah, at least when people if people don't like their work, at least they get money for it, and they know that they can take the money and do something with the money. The kids don't even get any money, right? Not that they should get money, but it's like I'm sitting here, I'm forced to be here, I'm not free,
Yeah.
and I'm not
They have
getting
jobs, but
anything.